Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we are finally going to be changing out my ear piercing. So for those of you who maybe do or do not know, I recently got 4 new piercings in both of my ears. I got 2 new helix piercings on this ear and 2 on this ear, as you can see right here. And I have had them for maybe about 4 months now as I am filming this video. And I have made the decision to come on camera today for you guys to change out these piercings. But I'm not only going to be changing those 4 today, I'm going to be changing every single piercing on my ears today, except for my rook piercing and my daith piercing. Those 2 are just going to stay the same, but everything else I am going to be changing for you guys. Now, I know a lot of you are like, why are you changing out your new piercings so early? The reason is, typically I don't change my helix piercings for 6 to 12 months because that is the typical healing time for a helix piercing. However, when I did go and get these piercings, I did get rather long jewelry in them to accommodate for swelling. And since the swelling has gone down, obviously the bar is a lot longer than it is supposed to be. And I have been struggling the last couple of months with hypertrophic scarring, which is very unfortunate. But because the jewelry is so long and it's catching on my hair, on clothes, on sheets, on towels, you name it, it's kind of delaying the healing process, and it's also kind of causing these hypertrophic scars to pop up a lot more often. I'm going to be changing them to something just a little bit shorter so I can kind of avoid them catching on a lot of things. That way they can heal better. Now, usually I would say if you're not having any issues with your jewelry catching or anything like that, I would say absolutely do not change them. However, since I am having a lot of issues with catching, I feel like changing them to different jewelry is going to benefit me in the long run because it is going to keep them nice and in place, and they're not going to get caught and pulled on and irritated and bleeding and, you know, all that stuff. So that is why I'm going to be doing it today. I am also going to be changing my conch piercing, which I have not done for a very, very long time. So the jewelry that I got everything from Body Candy. I am, like I said, going to be changing my conch piercing. So for that, I just got a little jewel gem here. Hopefully this is long enough. I'm not 100% sure if this is going to work or not, so we're just gonna have to trial and error with this one because I don't know if it's long enough for my conch and I don't know how it's going to look / feel. So this one I'm probably the most nervous about. Everything else I think is going to be fairly easy. And then with the conch jewelry that I got, I did unfortunately have to go with a 16 gauge. My conch is a 14 gauge, but it is almost damn near impossible to find 14 gauge conch piercing jewelry. I don't know why that is, so I did make the decision to downsize to 16 gauge, and there really isn't that big of a difference between 14 and 16. 14 is a little bit bigger. If I did eventually want to size back up to a 14 gauge, it shouldn't be that difficult, especially since this piercing is 100% healed, so we really shouldn't have any big issues with that. So for the rest of my earrings, I got 3 packs of these earrings, so I have 9 total because I have quite a lot of ear piercings here, and these are just little flat back 16 gauge, but they are all the same. They just look like this. They are actually the exact same as these blue ones that I currently have in my tragus and forward helix, but the only difference is that these are silver. So they literally look just like this, but I wanted all of my earrings to match, so I went on and I got a ton of these, and they are all the same, all the silver jewels on front. But I already put my hair up, I already washed my hands, so I'm just going to use a little tiny headband to just push the rest of my hair back so we don't have anything kind of dangling in front of my ears. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to start removing all of the jewelry and clean my ears really good and then start putting the new ones in. You guys did say that you wanted me to film this process for you, so that's what we're going to be doing today. And then when it comes to changing out the new piercings, I will wait to take those out last, just because I don't want to cause too much irritation because they are not fully healed yet. So let me move you guys in just a little bit closer and we can go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just start taking out all of my healed piercings currently. Just gonna slide them out one by one. And all of the jewelry that I'm going to be putting in my helix piercings, they are all internally threaded. In case any of you are wondering, I'm not really that big of a fan of internally threaded just because I've had a lot of issues with internally threaded before. And all of the ones that I'm currently changing right now on camera, all of these piercings are 100% healed. I have absolutely no issues with them, so we shouldn't have too much of a problem here. The only issue that I am going to have is these little like baby hairs kind of getting in the way. Oh my gosh, that looks so fucking weird. Like, look how weird my ear looks. Like, that's bizarre. I'm going to take this one out. And then my conch. Okay, so wow, my ears feel like literally my ears feel like 10 pounds lighter. This is insane. Like, I have never seen my ears this naked before. Like, I'm a little shook. Like, look at all the holes that are in here. Oh my gosh, that is so weird. Okay, and then just to give my ears just like a quick little wipe down, I'm just going to be using some cotton balls just like this. And I am just going to be wiping them down with some hydrogen peroxide. I know a lot of people who are in the piercing world don't really like hydrogen peroxide, but I have no issue with it. Especially if I'm doing just like a quick cleaning of everything, I have absolutely no issue. So I'm just gonna run this all over my ear. And I'm using 1 cotton ball per ear. So you don't want to use the same cotton ball for both of your ears. And my ears are also going to be turning very, very red. So if you guys are seeing that, don't worry too much about it because, you know, there's going to be a lot of touching and grabbing going on here. Oh, this feels so good. The reason I'm not changing my rook piercing is because that was a bitch and a half to do that last time. So I'm just going to leave this black one in there. And my daith piercing, I never take that one out. So I'm just going to leave that one in as well. As far as my new helix piercings are going, everything is going really, really well with them. I'm not having any issues. The only issue I am having is just the catching, obviously, like I talked about in the beginning. And I'm also struggling just a little bit with the itchiness and, of course, the hypertrophic scarring. But other than that, no big major issues. Okay, so now that my ears are all ready to go, I think the first one that I want to do is the conch piercing because this is the one that I am most nervous / most curious to try. So here's what this little conch jewelry looks like. It's just a little jewel gemmed flower. I just thought this would look really, really cute in my conch, so hopefully it goes well. This is an internally threaded and I'm going to have to insert it from the back, so I just twist off the little gem flower right here. And here is the post. So I'm going to just try to find the hole. That went in really, really easy. So that's a good sign. I'm just going to go through and kind of wipe everything down again. Gunk off. Because for those of you who have ear piercings, you know the struggle. Okay, and now for the hard part, which is trying to screw on the little jeweled part. So hopefully, my hands are all wet. So far the length looks pretty good. The only thing that I'm struggling with is trying to screw on this little tiny ass flower onto the post of this. Like, this is the one thing about this kind of jewelry that just kind of drives me nuts is because it's so damn difficult. Woo! All right. So I got that one on. Cute! Oh, that's really cute. I like that a lot. And the length is actually perfect. What do you guys think? Just like this cute little gemmed flower moment. I like it a lot. So there's the conch done. Thank goodness, because I was most worried about that one. Now we are going to go ahead and put in my forward helix ones. I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did with the blue gems, is I'm going to do big, medium, and small. So I'm going to take the biggest one, and here's what this one looks like. It's just a little gem here, and then I'm just going to slide it in. I actually don't have too big of an issue with my forward helix piercings. I've always been able to change those pretty easily. And I'm so excited for everything to match because I have been waiting for this for forever. I just wanted like all of my earrings to match. So I'm like really excited about this. This is like a long time coming. Right, and now for the fun part, and that is screwing all of the little gems in. So here we go. Absolutely love the all silver look. I just think this looks really, really bright and pretty. Now I kind of almost wish I had a different rook piercing jewelry to put in just so everything could like really, really match, but I just don't think I can handle that, you guys. All right, so for these ones, I'm just gonna screw the ball off of them. Like that, so there is that one. Just a little tiny, actually no, there's no bump on there, we're good. And that one. So there are those. You can see the little tiny bump on this guy here, but no problemo. So again, I'm just going to take another cotton ball with a little bit more hydrogen peroxide on it. And I'm just going to clean. Okay, so a little bit of change of plans. So I got this one in just fine, absolutely no problems. And when I started to put this one in, I noticed that the barbells that come with these little gems are not long enough for this specific piercing. So I do have to just leave the original barbell back in there, and I just kind of flipped it over. So it's just a flat back. I might change it to back to the little ball, but for now I am going to have to just leave it at that because the barbells are just not long enough. So I will have to go on the website and try to find some longer barbells that match this jewelry. So that's kind of unfortunate. So I'm just going to leave that alone for now, and I'm going to move on to these helix piercings. I have one more here and one down here. So I'm just going to slide these in. Okay, so I got that one in. Alright, so I actually don't like how that looks. So I'm actually going to take this one out. I'm going to put in the little heart one again. So here's what this ear looks like. I like the way it looks. The only thing I wish is I could have put a little silver jewel on this one, but unfortunately the barbells weren't long enough and I don't want to suffocate it, so I'm just going to leave that one alone for now. Now we're going to jump back over to this ear and see if we can try to get these to work. I'm kind of worried that these barbells aren't going to be long enough for these guys. I just want to let y'all know, because these are not fully healed yet, and I do have a little bit of a hypertrophic scar here. There may be a little bit of blood, there may be a little bit of yuckiness, but I just want to say nothing could be as disgusting as Jaclyn Hill's lipsticks, okay? Like, just saying. Okay, so I got this one off. Finally got the balls loose. This is a fucking process, you guys. Like, let me tell you, like, holy shit, this is exhausting. I've been filming this for like over a half hour now. Oh, it's insanity. All right, so before I take the other one out, I just want to see if the barbells are going to be long enough. So it's just hard to find the... Oh, yeah. So we're having the same issue over here. These barbells are just not long enough, unfortunately. Damn it. Definitely not long enough, so looks like we're not going to be changing that one, which really sucks because, like, these are the ones that catch the most. It's like I really, really wanted to change them. Alright guys, so I'm back. I finished putting in all of my lobe piercing jewelry, so I am definitely all blinged out, and all of my ear piercings that I was able to change today are changed, and I really like the outcome. This is kind of a fail. I really wanted this to go a lot better. I wanted to be able to change all of my jewelry today, but the thing with jewelry and piercings and all that fun stuff is it's very much a trial and error as to what's going to work for you, as to what's not going to work for you. So I gave it my best try. As far as my lobe piercings, I don't wear my lobe piercings that often. I just thought I would put them in quickly for this video just so I can show you like the full effect as to how many piercings I have. And I actually got just a cheap little pack because since I don't wear my lobe piercings that often, I did just pop on Amazon and just got a cheap little pack of earrings. It wasn't that much money. They're just like, you know, cheap little jewel gem things. And I just put those in every once in a while because I don't know why. I just don't really wear my lobe piercings that much, but I figured like, you know, what the hell, we already have all this bling going on, might as well pop in some more bling. So that was this video of me changing all of my ear piercings. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video regardless. You had fun hanging out with me, watching me change all my jewelry. You know, it's a good time. It's a fun time here on my channel. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to go down and give this video a huge thumbs up. If you guys enjoy my piercing videos, it really does help me out a lot. Also, if you are new to my channel and this is the first video that you are watching of mine, I just want to welcome you. I do upload every 3 to 4 days on this channel. Make sure you go down and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. But as always, I will see you guys very soon in the next video. Pray for my ears. I love you guys. Bye!